In tonight with concerns over safety that could change high school football programs in the state. Good evening, everyone. He was a standout running back, just 16 years old.
Damon Janes suffered a serious head injury after he was hit on the field last fall. He died 3 days later. Well, now his parents are suing 3 school districts and a long list of other individuals and organizations. We've obtained copies of the complaint filed in Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties. News 4's Lou Raguse is breaking down details of the lawsuit. Lou?
Damon Janes' parents, Dean Janes and Penny Gilbert, are casting a wide net with this lawsuit, including claims that very well could affect how high schools across the state run their football programs.
Damon Janes' parents are suing for wrongful death. In the lawsuit, they've named all the schools involved: Westfield and Brockton, Janes' team, and Portville, where the game in September 2013 was played. They claim Janes suffered 1 or more concussion in the first half, but coaches kept him in the game despite the symptoms. Then Janes was struck in the head in the third quarter, walked off the field, and collapsed. The lawsuit claims Westfield and Brockton had no safety policy and failed to educate players, parents, and coaches about concussions. It claims the district's coaches never completed required training and certification and failed to have a trainer at the game. In addition, the suit blames Westfield and Brockton for fielding a small team, putting players on both offense and defense, and for taking the field against a team with much larger players. Those are things that small districts across the country have done for decades. The lawsuit also pins blame on Olean General Hospital and the doctor who treated Janes before transporting him to Women and Children's Hospital 3.5 hours later. Also named in the lawsuit are 3 emergency response companies involved in moving Janes from the field to the hospital. The suit claims the Portville Fire Department refused to bring an ambulance onto the field, quote, putting concerns about property damage ahead of the lives and safety of student athletes. A Portville firefighter told me at first they feared the ambulance would get stuck on the field because the ground was soaked after a week of rain, but they did in fact drive onto the field and followed all appropriate procedures.
Janes' parents are also suing the State Athletic Association for lack of training for coaches and officials, and also for placing teams with small-sized players in the same class as teams with big players. I wasn't able to find any state that classifies high school teams based on players' physical size. I reached out to Janes' parents and all the agencies named in the lawsuit. No one except for the Portville Fire Department would comment. Reporting live, Lou Raguse, News 4 at 5.